Hello guys, it's Glurmit here and welcome back to another video. This one is going to be nice and quick. We're just going to do a fleet battle and I'm going to do my best to explain how to do the Profundity counter to Leviathan without using the Sif Interceptor, the Mark 6. So I do have a Relicate Biggs. My win rate has gone up from like maybe 70 to 80% to almost 90% since doing that. There is one RNG factor, and if it does go wrong in this battle, I will leave it in, and then I'll do another battle to show you. But if it doesn't go wrong, then this will be the only one you see. And I'll explain as we go along all the different RNG factors. And there's really only one, guys. Like, yeah, there's only one, and it's right at the beginning of the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the battle. You don't need to bring anyone else, so don't bother. I know some people bring the Mark 6, and I do respect that, but maybe you want to keep that with Leviathan, so this is the alternative you can do. So you're always going to go first, guys, and right, you have two options here. The first is you can do the Dispel and the Assist. The second option is you can actually go for the Basic, which gives the Rebel turn, and it basically allows you to ignore taunt, inflict buff immunity, and then it also gives you download progress, which is probably why this one is the best to be doing. Honestly, guys, you can go with either of these. Now, I always go with the Basic, but I have had success going for this one because the buff immunity may not even be applied to begin with, and you can win regardless of that happening. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to Basic. We're going to pass it to Outrider. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to do this one, which is Tenacity up, and all of those bonuses. You also get some download progress as well. So we can go ahead and do this. As you see, guys, we resisted the buff immunity. So you can do the assist if you really want. It doesn't really make much of a difference here. Now, if you get to the point where you've assisted here, this is the first RNG, guys. You can actually come over here and Basic. If you didn't assist, just Basic here, and then you'll see what we're going to do in a second. So we can come over here, we're going to Basic. Again, you might get RNG, you might not. You can just do specials, you can do anything. You'll probably resist, it doesn't really matter there, guys. And the Isolate, 9 times out of 10, will be applied there. I think in like 50, 60 battles, I've had it applied to like these two like twice. So we're going to come over here, and again, if you had have done the Basic here, you'll be in the same position now, because you do everything leading up to the attack the same way. You're going to come over here, and you're actually going to do this ability here, which is going to be dealing a decent amount of damage. And then this is the RNG factor, guys. Do we kill them? Yes. So if you get to this point, and they're in the red, you can actually do this one. If they're not dead, don't worry, just continue basically following the strategy as you see on the screen. So we can go ahead and do this. Beautiful. Then they're going to call in someone. Now this is their fault for turn order. It doesn't really change the battle, it just means it's going to be a little bit easier for us. Where they're going to be calling in Biggs. And Biggs will taunt. And honestly, guys, this is where you kind of want a little bit of relic investment. Because as you see, Biggs survives. If he's like relic 3, he's probably not going to live there. When you're in this position here, guys, don't be afraid to just cleanse up, get rid of the days. I'm hoping I don't time out because I've been taking so long to explain this. Basics, no assists. As we know, Profundity is a little bit RNG dependent with the assists. Still no assists. And then when you get to this position, again, we're going to be doing the Nasty up. And then you have two options here, guys. Now, some people would like to cleanse up an Outrider. Personally, I prefer to Basic, pass it to Outrider. I should have, guys, I actually misplayed there. I know it doesn't matter because we can ignore taunt. Hooray. Yeah, sometimes it's better to just still hit over here because it avoids the taunt, but you can also ignore taunt, so there we go. And kill them off, and there you go, guys. It's as simple as that. Now, in this position, you don't even really need to call anyone in. You're going to get the reinforcement or the ability before they do. So you don't have to call anyone in if you don't want to. Completely up to you if you do. So I'll still call them in because I'll show you what you would do in the case that you do have to call someone in. So you pop the Profundity Ultimate. Hey guys, if you get to the point where you're at 80% progress and you can't use it in this turn order, you've lost, because Leviathan will loop you on the last turn and take control of your ship. Do the special, as we know. Now, say you get to the point, because it's not normally this clean, guys, and say you get to the point where you have lost a few of your ships here. What you can actually do, guys, is you can... We're going to run out of time here. You can call in Phantom. Phantom will die, but you still get the cooldown decrease in the capital ship. And... oh god, guys, this is a little bit too close for comfort. And then you can call in Ghost and be fine. We are going to win. It only took 5 minutes because I was explaining how to do it. Come on, there we go. Take him out. Pass the balance turn to whoever you want. And there we go. Guys, it's that easy. Like I said, there's a bit of RNG in the opening, specifically with the assists. If you don't get any assists at all in the very opening, you will just... yeah, you're not going to get the ultimate in time. And that's where there's kind of a benefit to doing the second special over the first one, because you're guaranteed to get those assists in the opening. But honestly, guys, it's not too difficult. You don't need to bring the Mark 6. I've been running this with Biggs. Obviously, I did take it out to R8. I'll show you guys here real quick. So my Biggs is R8, all 6-dot mods. I did it last week. I've actually just modded him. I modded him decently well for someone who I don't really care about. Like, guys, when am I ever going to use Biggs? I put on a mod set that maybe he'll like. It isn't great mods. I don't really care about him. Funny enough, he's actually really good in the Rebel Fighter Special Mission with Saw. Like, you don't even need Luthen to do it because he's taking so many turns, which is really, really cool. But yeah, this is how you do the battle. What I'd recommend is if you want to do it with Biggs, you need to at least R5 him, maybe R7, because it does make it way more consistent, because he's not going to die on the mass assist. Say you had the bad RNG, and we didn't kill the dagger in the opening, which can happen. Biggs being R8 and only R8, he can. It's not a 100% chance, it's very unlikely, but you do get that possibility that he will survive a mass assist with 4 ships on the field. I say very unlikely, it's probably about 40 to 50% of the time he lives, and that is the difference between a win and a loss when you get bad RNG. So I do recommend you get Biggs up and running for him. Obviously, if you want to run the Mark 6, guys, don't be afraid, you can do that. I'm not going to complain at all. But this is for those of you who either don't have it farmed, or maybe you have Leviathan and you want to keep the Mark 6, this one, with your Leviathan fleet. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, share it to your guildmates. And as always, guys, have a glowing day.